contest with the prophets of Baal. And therefore the Baalites. When the fire comes down from heaven, therefore Elijah. When Paul is shipwrecked in the Mediterranean, and the ship is lost, and they grab the broken boards and swim ashore, and when they're in the murk and the dark there early morning, Paul has gone out and gathered some sticks to build a fire, and when he gets near the fire, a snake, of course they're cold-blooded, and he had been in this brush, and he crawls out of the brush in the warmth of the fire and bites Paul on the wrist, and this is a very poisonous type serpent. You're supposed to die in 20 minutes. And aha, they said, you see, aha. The gods get justice. He's escaped the sea, but now at last poetic justice has set in, and he's going to die of snake bite. And then when he shook the snake off into the fire in fulfillment of the promise that they shall take up serpents. Don't you take up the serpent. It'll take care of itself. But if you happen to be, a serpent gets you, then claim the promise of God, see. And he shook him off and did no harm. Then they said he's a god. They go from he's a criminal that's so bad that the gods are against him and will kill him by snakes if not by his shipwreck, to where he's a god. And previously, Paul's already had the experience of going to a place, Lystra, where he healed a man who'd been lame from his birth some 38 years before. And he and Barnabas had to restrain the crowd to keep them from getting the fatted ox and with the garland around his head and sacrificing them as if they were Jupiter and Mercury. And then when some others came and stirred them up, the same people stoned them and left Paul for dead. So much for public opinion. Now, I don't disregard public opinion because it's very valuable. Every man should be thankful to God if he's in the good grace of the public because it gives him a hearing, but he shouldn't be deluded by it. It's worth just that much. It's worth a hearing and no more. If somebody more popular comes along or they get something they don't like about you, your popularity is gone. These people now wondered at his gracious words, and before the day is out, they're going to shove him over the edge of a hill to kill him. And Jesus just made his way through the crowd and relocated himself at Capernaum. He moves permanently now to Capernaum. There are a great many people afraid of public opinion, afraid of what others think. This controls their thoughts. How can I meet the expectation of the public? I think we should consider this, not throw your testimony away, but your reason for wanting to be well thought of is not because it pleases you, but because it gives you an opportunity for a better testimony. Now this concludes the earlier part of his ministry called the preliminary ministry. We now enter into a period which is called the settled ministry, which will have two parts, and then he has a specialized ministry and a concluding ministry. Now we trust that you've taken your notes and you're now ready to take our TV Bible exam, which is coming right up. Question number 1. Jesus said that true worshipers shall worship the Father in and in shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. To whom did Jesus first reveal himself as the Messiah? At the well in Samaria,
Jesus saith unto her, I that speak unto thee am he. Jesus said his food was of him who sent me, and to accomplish his work. Jesus said to them, my food is to do the will of him who sent me, and to accomplish his work. How long did Jesus stay in the city of Sychar, preaching to the people? Now after 2 days, he departed thence and went into Galilee. Jesus was a very handsome man with beautiful features. True or false? False. He hath no form or comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. Jesus said, a prophet has no honor Jesus himself testified that a prophet has no honor in his own country. James said, we show our faith by our Even so, faith if it hath not works is dead. I will show thee my faith by my works.